What's up, guys? Here's the next day. I'm going to test it. I just put this in last night with some black ATV silicone, so I'm going to see if this is going to work. I'm going to put gas in and see if it leaks before I put it on my bike. So I just went up to the corner and got some fuel. I just got back and found a bolt with a piece of fuel line. Shoved it in there to plug it. This is the first time this tank's had fuel in 4 years-ish. About 4 years now. So we're going to see if she's going to leak or if she's going to hold. So hopefully she don't leak. I hope she don't leak, but you never know with me. You know, I'm nothing but a fucking moron, so what do I have to say? We're going to find out if she's going to leak. Hope not, guys. Yes, and the tank is a little rusty, but I don't think it's going to hurt anything right now. So I only got like 0.8 gallons of gas, so it's not even a gallon of gas that I'm going to shove in here. I think that's enough to wet the bottom of that tank. Yeah, I see fuel on it, so that's good. Let's see, do we have any leaks, guys? Yeah, nope. She's dry as a bone down here, guys. I see it leaking right around the bolt. Yep, she's leaking around my bolt. But other than that, she's dry. She's holding fuel, guys. You know, this might have been stupid and crazy, but it's holding fuel. So that means we can... Let me go get my lamp. You guys tell me if it starts leaking, like I said. So, and another thing is, guys, today I just passed 405 subscribers. It's what here, because it's leaking right around the threads, but tank is dry. I don't see no fuel up around this block off plate, so we're golden, guys. So we're going to tip it. We get a fuel line in, put it on the bike, and hopefully it's going to work. Now the sad part is I don't remember where I put the gas cap at. And this is the sad part. Ah, right there. But she's dry, so we're golden. We're golden, guys. Let's tip it forward. Yeah, she's leaking right around her bolt. So we're golden, guys. We got her going. So that's good. Now I have to clean off the bike, and we're going to have to transfer this tank over with the fuel in it. Catch you guys a few. Hey guys, this is just a quick blow through what I've been doing since we last met. Got the fuel tank in. The reason why I didn't record it, because it's being a prick and I couldn't figure out. It's been 4 years since I've seen this gas tank laying on this bike. I didn't know if this go here or here. It was a prick and it's still not sitting right. I mean, you guys just see. I mean, there's quite a bit of gap difference there. I gotta figure out why it's not laying down correctly yet. With the fuel tanks in, had to jiggle around the wires a little bit to get them set in right. I still don't think they're in right, but I don't have the battery box ordered in for this bike yet. 4 years ago I didn't have the proper grip tools, and I noticed that these are falling off, so I gotta get that repaired. Another thing I'll be doing is taping these wires off, pulling these relays off. I don't need them no more because they're for the old carburetor that was on it. So yeah, that's out of here. There's a canister that went here that's gone. Don't need that no more. I gotta get my seat hinges put on. Haven't did that yet. I got the brake lever in, so you guys see it's working. The fuel line's not hooked up to there yet, but it does have gas in it. So we do have fuel in the gas tank, and it's still holding dry, I believe. Yes, it's still holding dry. So I'm trying to debate if I want to put a fuel shutoff on this or not. I don't think it'd be that hard to reach up by this muffler and shut off the fuel. I don't know yet. It depends on the thing. But I got that in. This is a temp sensor that I got to figure out how I'm gonna carburetor temp sensor thingy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I got the fan wire still laying here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. Got the harness routed. Somewhat. The ignition's put in. Steering handlebars are it's laying here. This ain't tight yet. I gotta lift up the bike up in the front and turn the wheel back forth to get the proper tension on the bearings. Horn is not in yet. It's just sitting there. So what else? I got the side kickstand installed. I drilled and retapped that bolt that I busted off because the thing stripped out and ticked me off. So that is fixed. Throttle cable's back off again. I'm taking them to a bike store, and I'm gonna have them fix the new cable or the old one, whatever one they could fix first, because the ends that goes up to the twist throttle is wrong. That needs to be modified. See, we got the air box in. I did this like over a week ago. Another modification I had to do. There's a flex joint right there. What I mean by flex joint is it's one of these things for pipes. This is a 2 or 3 inch that I found laying around here in the garage. I needed 1.5 inches, so I needed actually 1.75 inches, but 1.5 inches worked perfect just by heating up with hot water and sliding right over the factory housing. And I think it was like 1 5/8 I had to cut. Right here is that coupling I was talking about, flexible coupling, 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches on both sides. So that's that coupling I was telling you guys about, and that is bolted right to. You guys can't really see it. We see that part right there. That's the factory housing. So I was like 1 inch and a. Let's see if I can get you guys down onto this. There you go. See that right there? It's a factory airbox adapter. That right there where my hand's sliding at, that's factory. And I needed 1 inch. What was it? 1 5/8 inches, I believe. I was short by 1 5/8 inches on the new carburetor to the old carburetor. So that's how I adapted it. Works good. I mean, I have had no problems with it yet. What other issues I have? I'm gonna have to take this cover off, this cover, and this cover. There's a plugs I got to plug off down there. I forgot about doing. These are doing okay. What other things have you guys missed? That's about it. The reason why I'm not showing all these little steps I'm doing is part of this, I just want to get the bike done, and a lot of it is just tedious work, going back through, fine-tuning it, tweaking it, fine-tuning it, tweaking it again, fine-tuning it again. You know, it's constantly running back and forth. It's like that air adapter there. I went through like 50 designs before I realized, hey, just go get that flex coupling and cut it and put it in there. So that's the prime example. I mean, I could have recorded that and showed you what I was doing there, but decided not to show you guys that. Wiring, very, very boring and tedious process. The brake lever. If you see my first part when I tore down this bike, you would have seen how this routed. It's just reverse of what I did. So it's not that hard. I'm just trying to think what else I have to do. What I mean by the ends were different is here's the factory bike. That's how it bolts in. And here's the new one. It's a whole lot different. So we gotta have this modified somehow. Parts laying there, I know where they go. My part box is getting pretty small. So we're almost ready, guys. And yesterday before I finished up my bike, I had to do this, guys. I had to see what it looked like with the cover on. Don't that look so cool now? We're getting there, guys. It's becoming a bike. One step at a time. So that's why I'm not really showing it. Just a little petty bull crap that I gotta go through. Very, very tedious bullshit. It's like, you guys don't want to see me sitting here taking this on and off, trying to finesse all the parts. I mean, you guys don't really want to see that part. Yeah, pretty much what I'm up to. Just small little details you guys probably don't want to see. I haven't started this bike in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Tomorrow I'm getting a battery for it. I don't have the battery box, but I am getting a battery for it. So we're going to pop it off with battery. And we are going to take this for a little test drive if the bike store can fix that cable for me tomorrow. So we're going to put around my yard. No seat, no nothing. We're just going to sit right on the gas tank. We're going to just sit right here, right on the gas tank, and we're going to put it right down the driveway. I got the seat right here. And for the ones who are wondering, the owner did get a hold of me on this bike. I finally found the original owners. They happened to run across this bike on the internet. I'm not going to show you guys the VIN number of this bike, but I am going to show you some information. It's 12 of 83. This bike's technically an 84, but the bike date code is 84 is what the paperwork is, but technically it's an 83, but it was born on the 12th of 83. So basically what that means is this bike is technically an 84. So to the title, it is an 84. The original owners has a way to get me the title for this bike. So I'm thankful that they found it. They have a way to get the original title for this bike. They don't know why it was ever why anybody would debadge it as a 49cc. They don't know, but they are going to work. They've been working for the last week and a half to get an original title for me and get it sent to me. This bike is not stolen. thank God they registered it back in the 80s, so this bike is not stolen. So that's a plus. What else? Another thing is, like the lady was telling me, she can't believe how bad people would treat something that was so mint condition when they sold it to people. They just can't believe how bad people would treat things. Like they said, thank God that the bike landed in somebody's hands that actually cares and wants to put it back on the road. Which, you know, I'm really thankful that they said that. It makes me feel proud. I guess all my hard work and being bullheaded pays off some days, guys. So, they do live in Florida now because they're up in age. But next summer, when we have our bike show here in Indiana, they're going to come up and look at this bike when I get it fully running. They do know that it's not going to look mint condition on the bodywork, but they don't care. They just want to see the bike. And at least that I'm putting the bike back together for somebody, for the original owners of this bike. So they're going to try everything they can do to get me the title for this bike so we can get a license, legally licensed and plated in Indiana. I'm going to have to go get the motorcycle license so I can drive this on the road. So that is pretty much what's been going on. I've been fighting with well, I can't say fighting. I've been finding some information pretty cool. So, and another thing about this bike, when they bought this specific bike, this bike was almost $1,600 for this bike back in '83 when they bought it. Because this bike is a Z model. The way how can I put it? It's got the fancy, it's got the gold, it's the black paint, gold striping. It's got the more of a luxury seat on this bike. I need to find a guy that can redo the seat for me. I think the side panel's got, the side panel's got the striping. That's some bull crap that they put on it. I don't know why they would ever hurt a poor bike. And this bike used to have Riva. I believe what the old man was telling me, it used to say Riva right there. And it used to say Riva on the back quarter panel. Riva 180 Riva on the quarter panel. And another way you can tell the Z model, it's got a clock on the steering. If this was standard 180, it would just have these two gauges. The Z had that. Now the step up from here was a two-tone gray color bike that had the digital cluster in it, which, you know, for being a mid-grade bike, I call this a mid-grade. You had your low end, your mid-grade, your high end. For being a mid-grade bike, I like that feature. I would like to see the one with digital clock in it. But I also would like to get a hold of the Riva 200, and then I found out the Honda had a 200 Elite bike that I wouldn't mind got my hands on too. And another thing this guy told me, this bike ain't actually a 180cc moped, which I was a little shocked when he told me. I was not really shocked, but shocked enough. This bike is actually, yeah, see, that's, the title would come in as 84. This bike's technically an 83, but it's actually an 84. Where was it? It's 171 cc's. The 200 had the 191 cc's. That's all the things different on it. So, yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, that's the only difference in this bike. And that's pretty much what I've been doing so far. Is a lot of petty work, a lot of resetting, redoing. You guys seen the previous one about the gas tank. You guys don't want to oops. You guys don't want to sit there and watch me screw around for like 4 hours. 4 hours screwing around with trying to do some modifications to a piece of aluminum and end up scrapping the ideal and just do another ideal. I mean, that's like 4.5 hours worth of work right there that I just ended up scrapping because I didn't like how it turned out. I mean, you guys don't want to really see that type of work. And I'm just getting to the point now, I'm getting burned out on this bike. I just want this bike to run and get out of my garage. You know, it's 4 years this bike's in this garage, guys. And that's been a long, bloody time for this bike to sit around in this yard. So that is what I've been doing, is just doing little petty crap. Oh, and another thing with Z-trim, it has the gold rims on it too. So it's black with gold rims. So that is factory gold rims. I'm getting online tonight and seeing if the forum can give me a paint code for the gold rims, so I can match the gold better. Other than that, you guys really haven't missed much on the bike yet. It's just little petty crap that I just don't have the time or patience to show you guys every little step that I'm up to. So that is pretty much what I'm doing. I still haven't got those installed yet. I got the bolts laying there on the floor. They are repainted, so that's a plus. I just haven't got them back on the bike yet. So yeah, these are repainted. Most of all the hardware is repainted. I just forgot to repaint these suckers here. I should have. But oh well, life moves on, guys. That's gonna really look dorky now, but I've got 2 pieces there. I believe I should still have the hardware to put this back on. So should have repainted all that, but I didn't decide to do it. And that's all the hardware I got left. A washer, a couple zip ties. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah. That's all of the hardware I have left. Should have repainted this when the weather was warm. You can't tell I'm in a windbreaker. It's a little nippy. It's gonna be, we're going into fall now, guys, so paint job's almost done with for permanently for right now. So that's what I'm up to. So we're pretty much pushing to the end of this bike. There ain't much more to go. I just don't have the money to finish up buying the new cowl for it. I need the front engine cover piece that goes from in here. I don't have the money to buy that. That piece is good. The belly pan's good. I got that. I found a lot of parts for this bike. I mean, this whole assembly was missing. I found that. I found this gas tank cover, both my straps, the airbox assembly. I found all that. This piece I found. This piece, I don't know if it was here or not. So I also got this ugly freaking box here. And this is where some of the parts were laying in. This box needs to be cleaned out and cleaned up. I mean, here's the air part of the air cleaner I have to order in because I don't know what the heck happened here. So, yeah. So, and another thing is, guys, I got another part in for this bike. Pretty cheap, and I really like the guy I dealt with. I'm not going to show you the addresses. Remember this little guy that's all freaking broke out? Well, the thing's missing for it, and somebody cobbled up a mess. Bye goes that. Alright, the first one, this is for the Honda GVC or some crap like that. It was for the Honda 4.5 or 5 or 6 horsepower self-bell lawnmowers. Well, this is a dipstick tube. Well, this is the first one he sent to me. And, yeah. Down the hole. And it does not work. It's too big. Yes, and I know it's overfilled. I did that on a reason because I don't know if I accidentally ran this bike out of oil or not. And I just want to give the bearings some time to lubricate. But I'm going to get an oil change done tomorrow on it before I refire it. Well, anyways, guys, I emailed the seller again, and I told him your part number doesn't match the part you sent to me. And he says, well, what do you want to do? Want me to refund the part? Refund your money for the part, or do you want me to send out a new one? I told him, well, if you could send out a new one, that'd be cool, and I'll send back the old one. He told me don't worry about the old one. Well, he sent me the correct one. The Honda engines have the exact same thread pitch as the Yamaha. So I'm thinking Honda and Yamaha are a Japanese company. Because this screws right down into the hole. If you guys can't tell, it screws right in the hole like it was made for it. Which, that's a killer, man. That's a killer plus. Now, is that a correct ideal? Well, not technically, but it'll work. It shouldn't leak no oil out. One will hope it don't, but you know, won't know until I fire it up to make sure. Because I might have to modify it, because I might have to put an O-ring on it instead of what they got on this right now. It acts kind of sloppy compared to the one I tried on my dad's. So I don't know if it's exact or not, but my dad's went in this a lot tighter than this. But you can see what type of O-ring type of thing they have on it. So that may have to be changed out. And this oil really stinks. So, yeah, it acts too loose. So I'm going to probably change it out with my dad's. Probably check it right now. But at least we do got it in, so I'm happy the eBay seller is nice enough to work with me. So kudos to him. So not everybody on eBay is a prick. Just remember that. So catch you guys later and have fun, man. Alright, peace out. See ya. Hey guys, what's up? Don't mind the noise. I got our dryers running out here. Went uptown, got some parts. Try to take these cables up to my bicycle shop. Well, these motherfuckers can't even build a fucking bicycle cable, guys. That's how retarded. The place where I live is fucking so retarded. They came and built a fucking throttle cable for me. So I have a way to repair the throttle cable. I don't have it in this bag. People you can use lead solder if you can find it. Great. I don't think I crap. Lead solder is hard to find. You can also get lead rod, which is also the same thing, hard to find. well, it was in this bag to begin with. Well, I have a store, bargain center. I got some self-bend worm weights. They're lead. Warning, this product contains lead. So, being lead, and I got a torch that can heat up lead hot enough to melt lead. So we're going to take this, melt it over the end. We're going to make this end here. I don't know how well this camera's going to focus in. We're going to make that end. I'm going to make a template so we can melt solder over the end. We're going to snip the end off the new one and off the old one. Slide all the guts off because I have a weird feeling that it will be pretty hard to remake the drum style. So we're just going to do that right there. Also, while I'm uptown, I got some Rotella T4 1030. This bike's supposed to take 1040, but I can't find the oil I want in 1040. So it takes 1.5 quarts of oil for this bike. While I was up there for this bike, this is what this bike takes. Is KN145. It's a K&N pretty much. Really tiny filter. But of course I don't work on bikes. Yes, this is classified as a motorcycle, so I'll say bike. It ain't a scooter. This filter's tiny. I've never seen a filter this tiny. And what's sad, K&N is now made in China. Fucking assholes. I should have just stayed with what I know. So, yep, there's that filter. What else? Got some hose clamps. These are for fuel injection hose clamps. But they're better than using the barb style. The barb style cuts your fuel line after a while. The vibration will cut your fuel line. You don't want that, so I'm going to use barb style, these fuel injection. Yes, this came from a Vance. There's what it is. What else is in this bag? My Rogue Tractor Supply. There's your part number. If anybody wants to look this up online, that's who makes it. It is a 90-degree universal shutoff valve for fuel. Fits the 1/4 inch line. So what we're going to do is pull this gas tank off right there where the barb's at. We're going to put the fuel thing in so I can get a tighter bend on that fuel line. Instead of having that drooping line, we're going to put a 45 on it. So that's what I got. And I also got a part for the car. If anybody ever wants to know, is a relay for the low beam. GM fucking recall the low beams, and all you need to do is pay 30 bucks and go get a damn relay from a Vance. So that's what's left in there. And for the big finale of what I got, I finally did it, guys. We finally got it. We got the proper fucking battery. Well, not proper, but we got a battery that's gonna work. It's a 10LA2. It's a 12N10. It's damn close to what I need. The dimensions is perfect to fit in this hole. So this is the battery I'm gonna run. The battery for this bike would take me about 2 fucking weeks to order in. So yeah, X-side battery or X-teen or whatever you want to call it. So we did finally get the proper battery for this bike. Thank fucking God, guys. I thought I was going to be fucked without a battery. So, yeah, there's the battery. So, the width is perfect, the length, the height, everything's perfect. And guess what? And I probably do not have any way to cut this fucker open and see what type of goodies we get in this box. Damn. Yeah, I do. Sawzall blade. Always works. See if I can get you guys set up. And you guys are going to be on an angle. So this should be our asset. in this box here. Oh! They do give us the goodies. So it gives you, some batteries does not give you the goodies. So it gives you everything you need to do it, plus your little fill straw to fill your battery up. These come unloaded, if anybody was ever wondering, and my camera's going to die. Here's the instructions that I'm going to read through because I don't remember how in the hell to do these batteries. But there's your acid, poison acid. So I do not remember how to do these fucking batteries. I don't fuck with charging batteries all the time. But there's the battery. So, and I'm gonna read the instructions while the camera goes on charger to charge up. So I'll catch you guys in a few.